Okay, let's do this. This video is long overdue, but you guys have asked me for it, and here I am filming it. Today I'm going to be filming a video that you guys deserve to hear. Today we're filming a Q&A video about my future. As you guys know, I am about to be a senior at the University of Oregon. That is absolutely crazy for me to be saying. This video is basically going to be more of a conversation, just so you guys can understand my thoughts, because I don't necessarily have a crystal globe predicting the future, and I wish we all had that, because it would be way easier to make decisions about things. About a week ago, I went over to my Instagram story and I asked you guys to ask me questions of things that you guys wanted to know about my future, and you really went ham. I'm going to try to hit on as many questions as I can. This video might be kind of long, so feel free to get ready, have this video on in the background, maybe clean your room, do something productive. First question, what are you planning on doing? Like, what are you going to do for a job? You guys know that right now my primary job in college is YouTube. I love what I do. Getting to interact with you guys makes me so happy. I'm really thankful to be able to have this job, because especially with how many things I'm involved in, there's really nothing else that I could fit into my schedule. Does it mean that it's going to be my sole job forever and ever? Probably not. To give you the lowdown on what my current plan is, things might change, obviously. After college, I'm going to graduate in June next year, and I will be taking a year off of school. Shocking. Not only because I need a break, but because it's going to be a great way for me able to focus on my applications and applying to nursing school. I got a lot of questions asking whether or not I'm going to medical school, and if you've been watching me from the very beginning, it was my dream to become a pediatrician. That has been like my lifelong dream since I was about 8 years old. About a month before I started college, I kind of changed my mind and thought, hey, like, I can do exactly what I want and help people, help kids in the medical profession without necessarily having to go through medical school. That being said, like, I'm not saying that medical school is completely out of the picture, but I have decided that nursing is a really great profession for me, and I would ultimately love to become a pediatric nurse practitioner. That is my plan as of now, that I would be taking a year off of school, and that period of time I would be doing YouTube, and I would also probably get another job, most likely as a CNA, which is a certified nursing assistant, so I could get some experience in the field. And then I would apply to nursing school, and yes, I would be doing YouTube in nursing school because I want to share that experience with you guys as well. That is the current goal. Let's see what happens. Subscribe and find out. I always say that, but like, actually this channel is about my life, so I'm really gonna be filming whatever I'm doing. Okay, next question is, do I know what I want to become? Like I said before, I really love pediatrics. Things could change. I also have an interest in cardiology, and this is super random, but lately I've been thinking a lot about emergency medicine. Are you thinking of going into an accelerated BSN program after graduation? And yes, so basically at University of Oregon, you cannot graduate with your nursing degree. It just isn't offered at any of the public schools in Oregon. I was lucky enough to get a really large scholarship at University of Oregon, so although I will be getting essentially a second undergrad degree, I'm still saving money in the long run because I'm getting all of my prerequisite classes, and I'm getting an extra degree. Hopefully OHSU, that is like my dream school. I think that program is about 15 months long. You guys all asked a very similar question, so I'm just gonna kind of keep answering them, and as we keep answering them, I will describe more and more of what's going through this brain, because I have a lot of different things. What will you be doing after college, and what do you want as a career eventually? So obviously I really love medicine, but you guys know I'm really into social media, so I have thought about mixing the two, and this is something that I want to explore a lot more. If you guys know any like random professions, I've thought, like, just to give you an idea, I've thought about doing the PR or social media for a hospital. I thought that would be a really cool opportunity to kind of like merge my human phys and media studies minor. There's so many random jobs out there besides just these concrete things that we think of as a profession. I definitely want to explore what's out there, and who knows, maybe I won't necessarily be even using my degree, but it'll be more of like a supplemental thing. I don't know. Comment down below if you know of anyone in your life that has kind of a cool job that merges social media or advertising, whatever, in the medical profession. Where do you want to live in the future? I got a lot of questions about this. So ultimately my dream is to live in Oregon. I'm an Oregonian at heart. I've been born and raised here my entire life, and I literally love it. However, I do agree that it would be good for me to, you know, just live in a different place. You only have this short window in your life where you're really not tied down by anything, and I kind of want to take that opportunity and run with it. One of my biggest fears post-grad is being lonely. You go from living within a 5-minute radius of all of your best friends and seeing them all day, every day, and then all of a sudden everyone just disperses after graduation. I'm definitely afraid for that. Like, I love my friends and I love the support system. As an only child, I'm definitely very independent, and I obviously could live off in my own state and be fine, but I don't know if that would be what makes me happiest. Not opposed to picking up and moving somewhere where my friends are gonna live, so we shall see. Are you taking summer school so you can graduate early? And this was definitely something that I have been considering. Came into college with around 30 credits of transfer things that I had picked up in high school and from AP tests, so I was definitely fortunate to stay ahead of the game. Past 2 summers I've taken online classes. That being said, I have decided not to graduate early because first of all, why would you want to really graduate early? College is the best. If I graduate early, I'm not getting the full benefits out of my scholarship, so it doesn't really make sense. It's actually way better for me to just take less classes per term. I'm still a full-time student, but I'm just not taking like a full-time course load at the University of Oregon is 16 credits, and lately I've been taking about 13. That is the tea on that. Where and with whom are you going to live with senior year? Love your videos. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I am still living with Taylor. We're staying in our same exact apartment for senior year. It's kind of nice, honestly, not to be moving. Absolutely love my apartment complex. It's a great location. I live with absolutely wonderful people. But what is exciting this year that is changing is that my little and best friend, Katie Mack, you guys know her, she is going to be moving into the apartment next door. So she's on my same exact hall and everything. She's just literally 10 feet away in her own unit, but we share the same wall. So her bedroom is actually going to butt up to my bedroom, and we can do like little code knocks, and she's living with my other friend Katie, so it's gonna be Katie and Katie, and then across the hall is Kylie and Charlotte. Pretty fun, great times. Stay tuned for the vlogs. Would you ever study abroad? If so, where would you go? This is also something that I have not announced, but in about a month I am traveling to Spain. I'm going to southern Spain, and I'm going to be studying at University of Cadiz for about 3 weeks. Sure, I'm going to be telling you guys a lot more about it when it gets closer. I have literally zero idea about what it's like to go abroad or things to do in Spain, so if you've ever been to Spain, especially southern Spain, and have recommendations or tips about how to travel safely. It's organized by a company, but I'm going by myself, so I don't know anyone on the trip. Definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm excited to branch out and push myself to explore, face challenges. I will be studying Spanish there. The goal is not for me to become fluent. The goal is for me to experience new things and obviously pick up Spanish along the way. It's a great skill to have. How do you motivate yourself to do good in school while doing YouTube? So first of all, you guys are so sweet, and I just got through replying to all of your guys' direct messages on Instagram. If you guys ever want to message me, please do. It's so fun to hear your stories and how you guys have improved your grades or how my videos have motivated you. It means so much to me. Like, that's so cool because reading those motivates me to work harder. Really, my number one thing to keep me motivated, like I say it all the time, I keep myself busy, and I do definitely like hold myself accountable. I'm not just gonna say yes to go hanging out with friends if I didn't get my work done first. If you set that standard for yourself and have that goal there from the get-go that you want to be on top of your work, then it's definitely something that you're just naturally going to fall into a routine of getting done. I feel like I work really hard to avoid guilt. Like, if I'm going to do really poorly on a test and I didn't study at all, I'm just going to be like, well, Kiara, you deserve that grade, and I don't want that guilt. So I don't know, you just gotta make it happen sometimes, even though it's challenging. I'm sending you good luck, good vibes. If you need motivation, I have a bunch of study tips, and I have a pep talk about school video. I think it's helpful. Go check it out. What are all the jobs that you have wanted from your childhood up until now? This is gonna be pretty easy. When I was younger, I really wanted to become an actress or singer. I basically wanted to be Hannah Montana. And then when I was about 10 years old and 12, like, was when I was getting super medical nerdy, I wanted to become a pediatrician. Up until now, I guess, when I don't really quite know what I'm gonna do with my life, but really, who does? How hard are you on yourself about your grades? So I'm definitely particular. In high school, I was like crazy hard on myself. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit of a perfectionist. However, in college, it's really hard to be a perfectionist. I've learned in so many classes that I've poured my heart into that you can get stuck with an A-, and I think that's the biggest thing in college for me. That's been something I'm still adjusting to and get so frustrated with. I'm hard on myself. Like, I obviously have goals, not only because like I want to personally do well, but because I'm going to graduate school, my grades are still going to be looked at again, and it's really hard. Like, I came to University of Oregon somehow thinking that this was like an easy school school compared to like Yale, but I have since learned that undergrad is all pretty much the same when you're learning things at a college level. It's challenging. Teachers are different and some can make it harder or easier. All you can do is your best, and as long as I do my best and show improvement over the term, then I'm happy. New York or LA? LA, my mom would kill me if I ever went to the East Coast, even though New York is very cool and I really want to visit. I've never been. Am I planning on having a boyfriend? Well, I hope someday to have a boyfriend, but I got a lot of questions about if I have a boyfriend right now, and I do not. What am I going to do / already do to prevent burnout and keep motivation up? I'm just really aware of like my mental attitude. If I have put in 6 hours of studying already that day and I'm exhausted, and I also went to class and I've also, you know, accomplished some other tasks, I'm gonna let myself not do any homework that night and it's gonna be okay, and I'll do it the next day. I'm just like very aware about rewarding and pushing myself. Like I feel like I've really understood that balance in college. I definitely encourage you guys all to find that balance yourself. I'm lucky enough to have the most amazing friends, and we will literally go out and play volleyball for 30 minutes if we just need a break. Sometimes you just have to accept it, go to bed, wake up the next morning, and work hard. Do I plan on quitting YouTube when I get older, or are you keeping it as a side career? Great question. I do not plan on quitting anytime soon. Will I be a mommy vlogger? We shall see in 10 years. Age to start having kids / getting married. I've never really had a serious boyfriend yet, so it's hard for me to like tack on a certain age, but something that I've always told myself, I would love to have kids at 30 so that by the time my kid is 20, I will be 50, you know, aging, but still semi-cool mom. Have I always wanted to do this? AKA like medical stuff, I think is what they're referring to, and what has inspired you? I actually kind of have an interesting journey to medicine. I don't have any doctors or nurses in my family. I hate saying that this is the reason that really inspired me to get into it, and frankly, I don't really know why medical stuff fascinates me, and I am a medical nerd, but the honest answer is that I started watching House when I was really young, and obviously subsequently Grey's Anatomy, but House was really the show that got me into it, and I became fascinated with the medical field, and I used to go to the library and go rent the books that are like family medicine that are this big, and I would just sit in my loft and read them. I obviously enjoy helping people, and I really like the people in the medical field. Like, they're straight shooters, they've got a good sense of humor, they're smart, intelligent individuals. This isn't part of your asking, but I'm very curious. How tall are you? Because you're a model. Well, thank you. I'm far from a model, and I'm actually not very tall. I did just get measured though, and I'm 5'6½". Any planned vacations now that it's summer? This is a great question. I have so many things planned. In about 2 weeks, I'm going to San Jose, California. I'm gonna visit Katie Mack, and we're gonna have fun there. Then after that, I'm flying from San Jose to LA, and I may or may not be going to VidCon. We haven't decided yet, so if you guys are going, let me know. I'm also just gonna be hanging out in LA and exploring and doing YouTube stuff, and it's gonna be a good time. That's happening, and then I come home for a week, and then the next week I fly to Spain for 3 weeks. And then in August, I'm gonna go back down to California. I'm going to San Francisco at some period of time. And then at the beginning of September, I'm going to Hawaii with my aunt and uncle and my big Lucy. So we've got lots of vacations and travel videos coming. What do I expect for my senior year? The weird thing about being at the same school for 4 years is by the time you're a junior, that is like your optimum time where it feels like home. I feel like junior year was just a fantastic year. I've obviously loved all my years at college, but it was just weird to be like, I cannot imagine my life any other way at this point in time. I either have two options. I can go into senior year and wallow in the sadness of like, everything is the last football game and the last this and the last that. And I'm a very sentimental person, so it's easy to fall into that trap and just kind of be like, woe is me, I'm a senior. But I have decided that I'm going to take the alternate path, and I'm just gonna enjoy the moment, and I'm not gonna vocalize like, oh, this is the last this, the last this. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna soak up every ounce of it. School is nowhere near over for me because I will have years of nursing school and nurse practitioner school ahead. That was a long video, and if you guys made it all the way through, comment down below what you had for lunch today. I had my favorite sandwich from my local grocery store, and it was so good. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that kind of clarified basically my plans for the future and what I plan on doing post-grad. So if you guys have more questions, comment them down below. You guys always know I interact with you guys all the time in the comments and love replying to you guys. Share your thoughts on, I don't know, give me some advice. Tell me what to do. I'm curious. I love talking to people about where they think I should go. I'm delirious and need to edit this video. So that being said, thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in a couple days with a new video.
Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night